is going on, everyone? I hope you guys are having a wonderful night. In today's video, I want to go over my favorite trends, why I like them, and why you guys should use them in your own trading. So first off, we're going to start with the bull flag, and I'm going to put it up on the screen for you guys, just so you guys get an initial idea of what it's going to look like. So first off, before we even start, the key to finding a bull flag is to look for a pull going to the upside. So we're going to look for an uptrend. So in this instance, we have this pull here, and let me mark it out for you guys. Here's the pull, complete straight line up. And next, we're going to identify the flag by looking at the previous lows and previous highs and seeing how it's in this continuous pattern of being stuck on this top side. So let me erase these so I can just rewrite them for you guys. So first things first, identify the pull. Second thing, identify the flag. And on the flag, I want you guys to graph all the previous highs and all the previous lows. So now that we have that, when to enter. Next question is when to enter. Now, we are going to enter after a break. Preferably, we would enter after a break with proper volume. But in this instance, there was not too much volume because it was more like midday, middle to the end of the day, so not a lot of people were trading. We can see it because there's low volume here. So first off, identify the pull. Second part, identify the flag. Next part is going to be when to get in. Now, how do we know when to get in? We need to see a break and hold above the previous support or resistance level. In this instance, it's going to be this resistance level up here. We need to see a break and hold above it. So here we see Disney, we see a break here. 5 minutes right off the 50-day moving average. And this is the 50-day moving average. This yellow line is the 200-day moving average. But here we see a break. Now this is important. This is important because it signals to us as investors that, okay, the trend has been broken. The bull flag has been broken. Bull flags are very bullish. So what is next? Upside. And in this instance, there was low volume. So this would be a high risk. However, we did see this rip up. Okay. So here we would have a breakout, 5-minute breakout. Every tick is 5 minutes, 5-minute breakout. And then at this instance, you should know to get in, because we see this huge rip. So we would get in at this instance, bounce right off the 50-day moving average. We would ride it all the way up. And the way we know how to take our profits is by looking at the previous high. So if we look at the previous high, which in this instance was 136.72, and we graph it out, let's ask ourselves this question: why do we take profits there? And the answer to that question is this: we take profits there because that's the previous high. That is where the stock had trouble breaking in the past. So we're going to use past performance to help us out in identifying where the stock will have trouble breaking once again. So in this instance, it was at 136.71, previous high. And we see here that Disney ripped up a clean break off of the bull flag, clean break, 5 minutes. We get in on this candle, even this candle. We see a clean break, not too much volume, but it did rip to the upside. Boom, boom, rip to the upside. And here we see the previous resistance level. We take our profits here. So that is one flag that I wanted to show you guys. Next flag is going to be, oh, and here's another one. Now this bull flag had a little less momentum, and it's because of the same thing, because of the low volume. However, it did rip up. And so here we have our pull, the exact same thing. First, we identify the pull. We have our flag, the same thing, broke outside 5, 10, 15 minutes. In this instance, that ended up coming down right under the 50-day moving average. There was not enough volume for it to continue to the downside. So what happened? It came right back up, which this is a risky bull flag. So I would not recommend this. But now let's look at a bear flag. I would recommend something like this. Something where we have a clear indication that it is going to continue to the upside. That huge tick, huge candle, that is a good indication that we will continue to the upside. And always look at the volume. These examples don't have too much volume. That is why I'm using the break and hold example. But if there was volume, preferably we would want the trend to break with volume. So here's an angle. Now this is going to be a bear flag. This is going to continue to the downside. And this is very, very bearish. This flag is going to be very, very bearish. So here we go. We have our pull here. We have our flag, and then we have our continuation to the downside. Perfect example of a bear flag. So the first things first, we graph it out. We identify the pull, we graph it out. And next, what are we going to do? We're going to wait for a break and a hold. So 10, 15 minutes, break and hold. 5, 10, 15 minutes, it broke. And what's going to happen? Clear indication that it broke the bear flag. And now bulls begins to sell off right off the 200-day moving average. Now in this instance, I want you guys to take profits around this. From here to here is about 15 to 20% profits. So if you guys have 6 contracts, it would be a good time to take 5, let your profits run to end the day, and use a 200-day moving average to identify if you should stay in or out of the play. So here we have a clean break, continues to the downside, and we let our profits run. And in this instance, it would have paid off really, really well. So let's go ahead and look at a different chart. Now in this chart, we're going to be looking at a break. Now this is more of a previous low break rather than a bear flag or bull flag. And this is good for beginners, so you don't get too confused and you are able to identify previous lows and previous highs. And then the more you mature as a trader, the more you begin to look at trends, look at charts every single day, you will get better at identifying previous lows and previous highs. So in this instance, we can get we see our previous low, which is 3,442. And of course, when we're trading market leaders, we're going to pull up the S&P 500, the SPY. So let's go ahead and pull it up. So this is the SPY and Amazon. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. This is about an hour into the stock market. This is the exact same thing, an hour into the stock market. We see that Amazon is coming down in accordance with the S&P. So this is a good indication that we should get in Amazon just by itself, just because the SPY is coming down and Amazon will follow it because it is a market leader. So, however, I would not get in unless there was a clean break and hold. So here we see our previous low. So next we're going to wait for our previous low to break and hold. And remember, 10 to 15 minute hold below the previous low. So here we go. 5, 10, 15 minutes broke below. There's a good indication that it's time to get in. And the exact same thing in accordance with the SPY to the downside. Boom. And how are we going to want to take our profits? The exact same thing. We're going to look at past performance. It was graphed out by our pivot points. So we would know that at support 5, it's time to take our profits because it is a previous low from the past. And of course, once again, we let our profits run. And all of this would be pure profits from letting our profits run. We got 6 contracts. Comes down, sell 5, let our profits run. Alright guys, that's going to conclude this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments and I'll get to them as soon as I can. Follow me on Instagram, DM me on Instagram, and I'll help you guys out as well there. And if you guys want to join my Discord server, the link is in the description, and I could even answer your questions there. So don't hesitate to come ask me. Don't be afraid to come ask me. I got you. I will help you guys out. I want you guys to succeed, and thank you guys for watching, and have a productive rest of your night. God bless you.